Hi guys, here's Board2 here with another video, and this time I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite guns in Contract Wars. So I'm going to be starting out with the assault rifles, then moving over into the snipers and carbines, and then finally I'm going to be doing the pistols. So there's going to be 5 assault rifles, 5 carbines, and 3 pistols that I'm going to be doing. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So starting out with the assault rifles, number 5 here is going to be the CAC PDW, and a lot of people are probably surprised by this, but the CAC PDW does a really good job. I haven't tried it on 45 to 70 much, but for 30 to 59 servers it works great. You get it right at the start of the game in the first tier of weapons, and now that it has customization, it's become a really usable gun, and a good one for testing out all the different customizable options to see what you want on other guns, even because it has one of the least demanding meta levels for a main gun at only 440,000 XP to unlock all 20 something meta levels, and just an all-around good gun. You can see it's killing people quite easily, and yeah, just a gun that I've had a lot of success with playing against people that have Novesks and SA-58s, SR-3Ms. You can still take them down with the CAC PDW. So now moving on to number 4, the SA-58. Really tough to W-task, but it improves the gun a lot, adds a really nice red dot sight to it, gives it an extra little bit of accuracy. And you can see here, just the red dot sight is really clear, sort of like the Asphalt Mod 3 sight, or the old one anyways. Has high damage, pretty high accuracy. The only problem with it is the awful iron sights and the tough W task, but really high killing power, used a lot in high level play like 45 to 70 servers, and good gun in hardcore too, because I'm pretty sure it's a 2-shot in hardcore, so really good gun. Not the most fun to play with because it is sort of a bland gun, not much visual recoil, sort of like the ACR before it got customization, but it is a good gun, so that's why it's on my list, and I do enjoy using it once in a while. So now moving on to the number 3 spot with the AK-74. It was actually my first GP main gun purchase, like not counting pistols, and it's a pretty cheap gun. Has an easy W task, very versatile. Like, I was able to kill a guy pretty long range there, and then I was able to blind fire him pretty quickly. Has a nice zoom sight, not too much visual recoil. And it has the dual mag, so it's a much quicker reload, like every other reload, so that makes it a really unique gun. I think only one other gun, I can't remember what gun does it, but one other gun does it in the game, and not too many people use it, but the people that do use it, and the people that use it against me, I do find to be very good with it. So once you get used to it, it becomes a very good gun, but it's a little bit tough to get used to at the start. But yeah, just really awesome gun, and can destroy people really quickly. Just like you saw there, that's a triple kill there, I think. And this video was taken before the update, when it had 100 accuracy, but it doesn't have 100 accuracy anymore, unfortunately. But still a good gun. Moving on to the number 2 spot, we have the 991, and this gun got a really good buff after the update, mainly just because the W task was more achievable for more people. Before the update it was 50 triple kills, and barely anyone had it, but now after the update, since it's now 50 double kills rather than 50 triple kills, a lot more people have it, including me, and it's just a really good gun, really good red dot sight, not much visual recoil. Slightly lower fire rate than most assault rifles, but since it has such high damage at like 60, I think, it's really good killing power and can kill people long range, medium range, even close range when you need it to. But just, yeah, easy long shots for days, and even though it's only 98 accuracy, it feels like 100, which is the important thing. Moving on to the final assault rifle, it's the SR3M, and this got a pretty reasonable upgrade too after the update, because it went from 70 triple kills to 70 double kills. And a lot of people had it, especially from clans, so they could have farmed it before the update. But now just regular players can actually get the W task, and since it got customized semi-recently, the W task is actually important to get the rest of the good optics for it and stuff. So the one I'm using right here is only a level 1 optic, so it has good optics off the start, which is really, really nice. So it doesn't feel like you need to grind a lot to get a good version of the SR3M, since just this level 1 with the W-Task silencer works really, really well, and really high killing power, high rate of fire, 85 accuracy, high damage per second, and yeah, just a really awesome gun in general. So I'll just let this rest of the clips play out, and you can see how awesome the gun is for yourself. So moving on to the carbines and snipers, at number 5 we have the EBR Sniper, and this is a GP gun, tier level 3. One of the main cons, I guess I'll start with, is that it has the sensitivity bug issue with the original sniper scope on it, where it's like double the sensitivity while you're zoomed in. But if you can get past that and get used to it, it's a really good gun. Pretty slow mobility, but that also gives it the really high reload speed. Scope is pretty accurate, and can be a really good killing machine here, as you saw in that beginning segment. Got a double kill with the VIP, and then that was just a triple kill there. And yeah, you can just really take down people really quickly with this gun at medium to long range, and just an overall good gun. Just the main thing is the sensitivity bug on the scope. So at number 4 we have the HK417D, got it quite recently, GP gun tier 4. It was better before the update because it had 99 reload rather than the 85 or so that it has now, but the W task is quite easy and gives this ACOG scope that I'm playing with here. And yeah, just a really good gun overall once you get that W task. High accuracy, high damage, high reload. Main thing is the low mobility, but it's not that big of an issue on a carbine. And yeah, just a really good gun to play with. W task isn't too hard since it's only 150 long shots. And yeah, just an all-around fun gun to use, and a really good gun at that too. Can take out almost any player at most ranges. So now at number 3 we have the SKS Sniper, and I just W-tasked this super recently, like 2 days ago, and I honestly thought before I W-tasked it that it wasn't really that good of a weapon. Like, it was really inconsistent, and it seemed like the hollow sights were off, but after I got the W-task that added the silencer and the Orsis sight to it, it became a really good weapon. Really high killing power, still a little bit inconsistent, but you can take down enemies really quick at long range with it, and with the 30 mag, it's not really common for a carbine to have a 30 round mag, so you can get like a good 6 kills before reloading, so that's one of the main pros of the weapon, along with the scope, the high accuracy, and almost 100 damage per shot. Even with the silencer, it's still 95 damage per shot, which is pretty crazy, especially with the big mag. So you can take out VIPs really quick with it as well. And here you just see the amount of crazy shots I'm getting with it. Just taking out people super quick, and a really good streak gun because it has like the ammo capacity of an assault rifle, but it's a semi-auto carbine sniper pretty much, so you can probably get a pro kill and probably even some legendaries with it if you manage the ammo properly. And even though I've only had it 2 days, I've been really loving the gun, especially on Old Sawmill. Just you can see the destruction there. And yeah, that's why it's my number 3 spot. So coming in at number 2, we have the VSS, another gun that I've tasked recently. This list changed a lot around in the past few days, and the VSS is a completely different carbine slash sniper than the SKS because it has a really low magazine at 10 rounds, and it's automatic, so completely different use than the SKS, but you can kill people with the gun super quickly. You only need 3 or 4 magazines. W task is relatively easy at 130 long shots, and it has a silencer built in, so you're never gonna need to get customized silencer or anything. And yeah, just a really good gun for taking people out as long as you can stay behind people and not take on like more than 2 people at once. Then you should do pretty well with this rifle. And the VSS scope that I'm using in this video is the W task one, so you don't even need to do any meta level upgrading for this gun to have a good gun. Sort of like the SR3M, where it comes as a good gun pretty much as soon as you W task it, and yeah, just a good gun. So coming in at number 1 for the carbines is the DTM-DR Silenced, and after the update, this W task got changed from 40 triples to 40 doubles, which made it super easy with the 100 accuracy and like 60 damage. Automatic, has a nice hollow sight, good range. It really became a really versatile weapon and probably better than most assault rifles in the game right now. A lot of people are calling it the new overpowered weapon, and you can see why. It's just versatile at pretty much any range. You can kill people short range with it, you can kill people long range with it. Good at any range, and relatively cheap from what I remember, so yeah, just a good gun that has a lot of different uses for it, and especially being a carbine, a lot of the carbines earlier that I showed had low mobility, the fast reload, but this is more like an assault rifle where it has decent mobility but a slightly slower reload because it doesn't gain that extra reload speed from having less than 50 mobility. But it works with the gun well, and you can flank with it, but you can take people straight on as well. So really a good gun for Old Sawmill because you can take out groups of 2 or 3 people, but you can also sneak up behind people with it. And the silencer just gives it that much of an extra edge over a lot of other guns because you can be undetected pretty easily with it. And since the update gave the W task a lot easier capability of completing, definitely a gun you should go pick up if you have the extra GP. So now moving on to the final category, which is the pistols. At number 3 we have the Colt Python, which is one of the only credit guns that's actually in this list. And it was really tough to pick a number 3 spot. I already knew what my number 2 and number 1 spots were going to be. But picking that number 3 wasn't easy because really behind the other 2 there aren't that many great pistols out there. And Colt Python I picked because it just recently got customization, so it became that much more versatile. The W task isn't too hard at 50 long shots. Some people say it's a little infuriating, but with time you can get it pretty easily. And this is just the untasked version. I don't even have the W task for it yet, but even on a map like Bay 5 you can take people out pretty quickly with it. Sort of like a less overpowered raging judge at close range, but with the W task you can kill people at long range with it as well. And Not the best gun out there, but it can be used as a sidearm for a sniper or something to get those close range kills, or if you have the W task, you can equip a sight on it and use it as a long range secondary for an SMG or something like that. So it's a versatile pistol that has a lot of uses, but isn't the best stat wise, and does have trouble killing some people once in a while, but you can get a lot of quick kills with it, especially on day 5. So, you know, it's sort of a average run-of-the-mill revolver, but number 3 wasn't exactly a tough choice. If I was just doing pistols, I would probably just do the top 2, but I thought I'd give it a little bit more of a complete list and add in a 3rd pistol, and especially getting a credit version in there because I know not everyone has GP. So coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the S&W Stealth Hunter, and this is the tier 6 GP pistol. I don't know if there's 2 GP pistols in tier 6, I forget, but this is the original one, and it has a sniper scope on it, has quite a lot of damage at like 80 I think, and a lot of range. Sort of seems like a pocket sniper really, where you can get kills that normally only snipers can get, but you can have it in your back pocket. And good gun, and it can be used as a revolver at close range too, so it is quite versatile, and it doesn't have that big of a mag at only 6, same with the Colt Python, but you can still get the job done and get multiple kills with that 6 bullets, because you can get a one-shot kill with the long shot. So definitely a good gun, and a gun that you should pick up if you have spare GP for a pistol. So now coming in at number 1 is the obvious choice really, or it should be anyways, and it's the Glock 18, and after customization this got a really big buff because you could get scopes on it without even doing the W task. And then in the update when they made the W task 15 storms instead of 15 pro kills, it became a lot more accessible, and I got it within like 2 hours or something. And just a really good gun that you can use in almost any loadout to take out people really quickly at not any range, but at medium to short distances, and just a really awesome gun, and really deserves to be number 1 by a long way because of all the customization options. So that's going to do it for my video on my favorite guns in Contract Wars. Let me know what your favorite guns in Contract Wars are in the comments down below, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Peace.